Gaetz.
Let the message from this committee hearing to Republican senators be astonishingly clear. If you back red flag laws as some reflexive response to some emotion that you have, you betray your voters, you are a traitor to the Constitution, the Second Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, you do nothing to make mass shootings less likely, and you put a target on the back of your constituents to be subject to bizarre proceedings that you wouldn't see in any other type of circumstance that has a profound impact on your rights. And these will be abused. They are being abused. I think there's some that would probably red flag some of your colleagues in the Senate. How long until the conversations about kicking Senator Hawley off of aircraft turn into conversations about taking his guns away? You see, this isn't just about guns, it's about power. And what the Democrats want is to ensure that the government has the power to take your guns away without giving you due process. And shame on any Republican in the Senate that would pave the way to that type of deprivation of our liberty and our constitutional rights. I yield back to the gentleman from Arizona.
If the gentleman would further yield to me.
Yes, I will yield to you, please.
Thanks, sir. You know, earlier today, Mr. Jones said, "You will not stop us from passing this package of bills. If the filibuster obstructs us, we will abolish it. If the Supreme Court objects, we will expand it. We will not rest until we've taken weapons of war out of our communities." Of course, weapons of war is the term of art Democrats have concocted. But every comment from the Democrats today, including the denial of the availability of a gun to a victim of domestic violence, bespeaks their desire to reject the core right entailed in the Second Amendment. If they'll abuse all those things that Mr. Jones has said, would they abuse this?
Will the gentleman yield?
Would they use a red flag law and a favorable official in a jurisdiction like the ones who changed all the election rules in 2020? Would they use those people to go attack their political opponents' gun rights?
Will the gentleman yield?
Would that happen? I think it, I mean, I just don't understand why, you know, if they've told you who they are, if you're the Republican senators considering doing this, you have to know the context in which you're operating. That's the context. In that situation, you're being asked to say, okay, we'll cut due process for this fundamental right. I don't think you can do it.
Will the gentleman yield?
Time of the gentleman has expired. For what purposes, Mr. Cicilline seek recognition?